Over time, I've received many questions about agriculture from beginners, experienced farmers, and also investors. In this video, I've summarized 21 of the most important questions that covers production, finance, labor, marketing, risk, and profitability. Whether you are new into farming or already in the industry, this video will help you think and operate better. Agriculture is not guesswork, it's strategy. Subscribe for more practical insights on farming and agribusiness. Is agriculture really profitable? My answer to this is yes, but not automatically. Agriculture is profitable when it is treated as a business, not as a hobby or emotional venture. Profit depends on planning, cost control, market access, timing, and management efficiency. Many farmers lose money not because agriculture is bad, but because they don't calculate properly. Farming rewards strategy, not optimism. How much capital do I actually need to start? Well, that depends on the enterprise, the scale, your location, your risk tolerance. Instead of asking how much do I need, ask what is the minimum viable scale I can manage properly. Start with what you can supervise well, not what will impress people. Should I start small or go big? Well, I think you should start with a size you can control. Small doesn't mean unserious, big doesn't mean profitable. Many people go big too fast and lose everything due to inexperience. So I advise you start structured, expand based on experience, not excitement. What should I consider before choosing what to farm? 4 major things you should consider. The first is market demand. The second is technical knowledge. The third is capital strength. And the fourth is risk exposure. Never choose what to farm based on hype. Choose based on market clarity and your operational capacity. How do I do proper feasibility studies? Feasibility study means understanding total cost of production, estimating realistic revenue, studying local demand, and identifying risk. So if your numbers are based on someone told me, you don't have any feasibility study. You need data, not so. Do I calculate risk in agriculture? Well, risk comes from diseases, market fluctuation, weather, labor instability, input price changes. You don't eliminate risk, you reduce it through diversification, biosecurity, insurance if available, proper supervision, and contract buyers. Agriculture rewards prepared mind. Is farming a business or a passion? Well, it can be both, but it must first be a business. Passion without structure leads to losses. Business with discipline leads to sustainability. Emotion don't pay bills, system do. Why do many farmers lose money? The common reasons are poor record keeping, no secured market, inadequate supervision, wrong stocking density, poor cost calculation, and overexpansion. Most losses are management failures, not agricultural failures. How do I manage farm workers effectively? First, you have to clear job roles. There should be daily supervisions. You should have written procedures. There should be incentives for performances and accountability system. If you are not monitoring, you are gambling. Farming requires presence or strong structure. How do I prevent diseases and mortality in livestock? The answer to this is strict biosecurity, quality feed, vaccination schedule, clean water, and avoid overcrowding. Prevention is always cheaper than treatment. How do I reduce post-harvest losses? Always harvest at the right maturity stage. You should have proper storage. It also involves a faster market movement. You can also process when necessary and cold chain if possible. Loss after harvest is silent profit leakage. Is greenhouse farming better than open field farming? Well, greenhouse gives better control, high yield per square meter, off-season production, but it has a higher capital cost and higher technical demand. So it's not better, but suitable for certain markets and crops. How long before I start making profits? Well, that depends on enterprise cycle, market conditions, cost control. Some enterprises gives quick turnover and some require long-term investments. So the real question is, when do I break even? How do I track farm expenses properly? Of course, you have to record everything: feed, labor, utilities, mortalities, medication, transportation, and the rest. If you don't track it, you can't improve it. Memory is not record keeping. Should I take loans to start farming? You can only if you understand the business deeply, you have market clarity, you have risk buffer. If you apply for a loan and you are inexperienced, you are giving room for pressure and panic decisions. Start lean if possible. How do I price my products correctly? Price must cover total cost, operational expenses, profit margin, market competitiveness. Never price emotionally, never copy blindly. Know your numbers. How do I secure buyers before production? Build relationships early. Talk to off-takers. Join farmers association. Use social media and offer samples. Production without market plans is speculation. How do I scale my farm sustainably? You have to scale when your current system works. You have consistent profits. You have trained manpower. Your market can absorb more. Scaling weak systems multiplies problems. Should I process or sell raw produce? Processing adds value, increases shelf life, requires more capital. While if you sell raw, your turnover is fast, margin is stable. So I would advise you process if you want brand positioning, or you can handle regulation and cost. Is agriculture for everyone? Agriculture is open for everyone, but not everyone is ready for agriculture. It requires patience, resilient structure, and tolerance for uncertainty. If you could start over, what would you do differently? Focus more on records early, secure markets before expansion, invest in systems before scale, avoid emotional decisions. Experience teaches what theory cannot. Agriculture is not guesswork. It's not something you rush into because it looks profitable online. It's planning, it's structure, it's management. The difference between struggling farmers and successful farmers is clarity. If these 21 questions helps you think differently, then you are already ahead of many people. At Kelly's Farms, we don't just farm, we approach agriculture as a business. So if you need guidance, structure, or proper planning for your farm, you can reach out. And if you want more practical, honest conversation about agriculture, subscribe to this channel. Agriculture works when it is done right. I'm Farmer Kumi. Agriculture is for everyone.